now then. Alright, so hello everybody. So I can all assume that we're all college students here. Well, at OSU. And since we're at OSU, that means that we've all moved to a tiny little town in Stillwater, miles away from our home. We paid $25,000 or even more to go to school for tuition here. And also, for what? Well, that's for a piece of paper that may or may not get us a job in the future. So, what else are we supposed to do here? Well, we're also supposed to get general business knowledge. But let's be honest, how many of you guys actually remember what Joseph taught you in your freshman year business comp class? Because I could tell y'all I don't really remember that much. So, even after graduating, we do get that paper, which is the reason why we're here. That doesn't guarantee us a job, and we're probably going to be in debt. And you'll probably be thinking, well, why? I did I did what I was supposed to be here. I got my paper. How come I don't have a job? And that the reason for that could be you just didn't take care of you didn't use your resources at OSU to their full potential. We go to a multi-million-dollar university with so many resources when it comes to finding a career. And so I would like to start off with a story. So one time there was a poor man, and he prayed to God every night to win the lottery. And so every day he would go back home and he would look at the TV for the winning lottery numbers, but he never won. And so that night he goes back home and he prays to God and he says, Lord, I've been praying every night. How come you won't let me win the lottery? And God just comes back to him and says, my son, you have to go buy a lottery ticket first. And that's what I want to get to you in this presentation. You need to take advantage of your resources here at OSU in terms of getting a career. And so there are three resources specifically here at OSU that I like to talk about. First being the career fair, second being the Easton Center, and third being the many networking opportunities we have here at OSU. So first, let's talk about the career fair. Not only is there the general career fair, we have so many types of career fairs for whatever major you may be, whether you're in STEM, or you even have a specific one for hospitality. Even in this difficult time, the OSU career fair is continuing, so that's great because a lot of us are about to graduate or graduate perhaps during COVID. Like, this depends on what grade you're on, depending on what year you're in. So the fact that it's continuing on even during this time is amazing. So I actually went to the career fair since I was a freshman here. And the main growth I've noticed from the career fair is becoming professional or becoming more comfortable in a professional setting. My first time in there as a freshman year, I remember we were forced to go there for a class. And I just remember being so nervous going up there and talking to these people. I was mumbling my words. I didn't get out any resumes. And so it was just really an awkward experience. And that was really one of my first professional experiences. But throughout the years, sophomore year, junior year, I just keep getting better at doing this career fair. And the most recent times I was finally actually able to give out a couple resumes and be able to recognize some of the recruiters. And along with the career fair, we have Hire OSU Grads, which is a great website with tons of resources regarding salary and also other OSU alums that work for these companies. And for example, some of the huge company names you'll find there are Walmart, ConocoPhillips, BLK, all great out of Oklahoma, and then. So the next resource at OSU that I like to talk about is the Easton Center. The Easton Center is something that you really only get to experience in college. What the Easton Center is basically a career readiness center. So they'll help you with any questions you have regarding finding a career or looking for a career or even preparing for a career. So they do things such as resume review, they do interview prep, mock interviews, and they also even have study abroad programs, which are great to get some experience on. So recently I actually did meet with a person from the Easton Center, and we had a great conversation. My major is international business, so it's kind of like I didn't really know what type of majors that people from international business what type of jobs international business majors were going into. But from her, I was able to get some information regarding that, and I learned a lot. And she looked at my resume and helped me input some new stuff, which I didn't even realize it should be in my resume. And yeah, this is once again, it's the only opportunity you really get in college, so take full advantage of that. And the last one that I like to talk about is networking. So at OSU, the main thing about when you probably think about networking at OSU, you're probably thinking about talking to other students. But an underrated aspect of networking I want to talk about is actually interacting with your professors. The professors here that we hire at OSU are top of the line. A lot of them have worked their way up to whatever industry they're in, and most of them have their master's or even their doctorate degree. And the best thing about it is that they want to help you as a professor. So I would highly suggest going up there and talking to them, building a connection, because most likely they're going to know so many people in the industry to potentially connect you with. So it's really just a baseline connection, and they really want to help you. We do really have great professors here at OSU. Along with this professors, there's so many social activities that you can be involved in college, and it gives you a great connection with people who eventually you're going to be alumni with. So yeah. And finally, I would like to end with a quote from the GOAT, Michael Jordan, who said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Basically, how this relates to my presentation is, basically, if you attend OSU, you're already on the court, you're dribbling around, but you're not shooting. But if you take advantage of these resources, you might be standing back there and draining shots just like Jordan did. Thank you. Have a good day.